super gorgeous and actually did some pretty cool things. However, was it binaries? Oh, which file was it? And there was actually a way of enabling that. On the PC. There was a file that was enabled false, and all you had to do was enable it to true, and it gave you, I'm just going to move this over, and it gave you those dresses on the PC. It also told you that you could play the original American McGee's Alice as well on the menu, because the Xbox 360 had that as an option in order to download that original game and play it from that menu. But on the PC, that's something that you're not able to do unless if you specifically linked the file path of the original game that you had downloaded with that account, and you had like you'd have to insert the disc. But I'm just gonna cheat and look on Google which file that was because I can't remember. Okay. I'm actually looking for default engine in my game file. Okay. So the folder is actually default engine. And let's see if I could just control F this. Okay. I thought it was all the way at the bottom, but I'm just lazy. So you would actually go all the way to the bottom, and the very last one is GI's Special PC Edition equals false. Change that to true. Save that document. And this should work. Otherwise, if it doesn't, then fuck it. But I want to at least try to show you guys. So I'm going to relaunch the game now and try and show you those dresses. I could have made my face the screen, but I'm not that cruel, so I figured you can just look at a black screen while I'm figuring this out. Fuck it. I hate that they've transferred it over and made it unavailable to Canada. Yeah, Origin's pretty shit like that. You can only buy Alice Madness Returns in Canada. The first game is unavailable, short of getting a rare physical copy. You also... Oh, shoot, that's right. I was going to ask Dad if I could borrow his disc for this weekend. You also cannot buy the complete version of Madness Returns, which included the remade Origin game. Original game. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, Origin's just trying to be... Yep. So if you see that it says Play American McGee's Alice, you know that you did the right file. So we're gonna go to Equip and look at those other dresses now. The first one is Caterpillar. Which, as we can see, is actually super pretty. Shrink sense is always active. So no matter what, that shrink sense will be enabled. She's got like the little feetsies on her belly and everything. Super pretty. Cheshire Cat. Disable all rose drops from enemies, so you will never get a single rose drop. You'd have to be shrunk in a flower in order to regain your health. That tail, though. Checkmate. This is my favorite dress. I do really like the dress that you wear in Chapter 4. As far as like the normal storyline dresses, but this is my favorite dress. If I were to create a cosplay, it would probably be of this dress. If not the classic. I'd probably do the classic, but if I were to try and do any of the other non-classic dresses, this would be the one. It's so pretty. All the pretty. Flesh Maiden. Ebba, you would love this one. You can go into Hysteria mode anytime you want. So you don't have to have only one flower left. You can go into Hysteria mode whenever you want. Plus, this is also obviously a very fleshy looking outfit. This one I feel like would be really fun to make. Late but Lucky. This one's the cutest, I think. Imbued with the power of shrinking violets. So anytime you shrink, you would be able to heal. The Hattress. Lose teeth instead of health. So you would never ever lose any flowers. You would just lose teeth instead. And this one's actually super pretty because if we look very closely, look at her eyes. Let's look through all of their eyes real quick. So it's like the normal like pretty green. Caterpillar is clearly black. The Cheshire Cat has like the glowing like yellow-orange eyes. Checkmate is actually like a bluish green, like a very pale blue-green. Not her typical bright green that you have otherwise. Flesh Maiden is the white eyes. Late but Lucky is actually violet. Oh god, this one is so cute and pretty. The Hattress. Those eyes, though. All the steampunk. Like, all the steampunk you could get. But super cute. Super, super cute. This would also be, like, a fun cosplay to do. And then we're back into the story mode. But then the weapons. The weapons change, too. And this is where we'll be. So, the Vorpal Blade would actually be the Vorpal Cleaver, which reduces damage from enemies by half. We would have the Pepper Grinder, would turn into the Octo Grinder, and that would increase the ammo limit, so you can actually fire for a ridiculously long period of time. So whether you're shit with aim or you just love the long range, like that would be fun. The Hobby Horse, oh, it's so pretty. Turns into Nightmare, which restores health with each hit that you take or give. And then the Teapot Cannon, oh, this one's so cute, turns into the Catnip Cannon, which is like a little Cheshire Cat Cyclops teapot, which increases the damage to enemies by half. And just simply because I feel like we have to, because they match. Oh, they're so cute. So cute. They're so cute. But yes, these are, oh, so much fun. So if you would be going through on a second playthrough, like, this would definitely be a fun thing to, like, kind of mix it up a little bit instead of just the regular story mode dresses. There is an achievement for defeating the doll maker on the hardest difficulty without taking any damage. So some of these might potentially help. I don't know if the Hatter DLC dress where you lose teeth instead of health, if that actually like glitches the achievement so that even if you do take damage, if that still counts because you're not actually losing Rose health, you're just losing teeth. I never tried it. I always told myself on a second playthrough I'm going to try that and just see if it works. But I've never actually tried it, so I guess I don't know. But yes, this is so much fun. I do highly recommend, if you decide to play this, to really take a look at everything that you can, because there is so much foreshadowing, so much sick, gross, horrible, gut-wrenching foreshadowing in this game that knowing what the story is just completely changes it in a super sick way. Yeah, I missed quite a bit here. I was doing good, and then that last chapter just kind of fucked that. But that was Alice Madness Return. So I'm glad you guys actually were able to enjoy the story and finally get to see it, because it is definitely a wonderful story, and I am definitely biased, but I feel like it was definitely something that you guys enjoyed just by looking at the chat during there. And all of a sudden my views are starting to go up, and I just finished the game, guys. It's done. I'm sorry. You missed it all. Hatchus turns you into Sonic. Fun cosplay, except the whole losing an arm thing. Good enough by my standard. Hello, 3-bit hero. Hello, Bryanx. That's why my views are going up. I figured there were probably people in here. Oh my gosh, and it's still going up. What is happening? Like, my views just doubled the moment, like, I'm about to end the stream, because, like, we finally finished the game. I finished showing people the concept art. I finished showing people the bonus dresses. I finished showing people the DLC dresses. I finally finished showing everybody everything, and now, like, my views have just doubled. Like, I'm sorry, guys. There's nothing more to see. I'm so sorry. It makes me want to read Alice in Wonderland. So it makes you want to read it. You have read it, or you've never read it. Because there's Alice in Wonderland, and then there's Through the Looking Glass. And reading them, I feel like wouldn't provide a whole lot of insight into the game, because it is so twisted. But it would help you know, I guess, who the certain characters are, like the Duchess. She wasn't, like, mentioned in most cinematic versions, but she was in the book, and she was in the game as well. They were also going to have her pig baby in the game, but that was something that American McGee did scrap. I'm sorry, I love cows. Yeah, I'm so sorry, guys. But that was everything for tonight, so I am going to say goodbye now. So hopefully nobody else starts popping in here and gets disappointed. I hope you all enjoyed the game, and if you missed the stream, it'll still be viewable on my channel for a bit, but I will also be exporting it onto YouTube with the same title. So for the group, I will link you a clip from the first video to kind of show you some of that foreshadowing stuff that I mentioned earlier. But for everybody else, I'm sorry. you'd have to go hunting on your own. But I do appreciate everybody that was able to watch, and I appreciate everybody that stopped in, even if you didn't really get to see anything. But